Hero, please don't tell me it was you, bro.
I feel like ghost.
I'm recording this the day after everything, all this went down. I'm recording this the day after, bro. I got tired, people, and I got hungry too. I need something to eat. I better check the Monokuma file before anything else. The victim was Sakura Ogami. The time of death is estimated to be around 12 noon. The body was discovered in the rec room on the 3rd floor of the school. There is evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head. No other injuries were noted, though. However, it seems that at some point, the victim suffered from a violent vomiting of blood. So, if she vomited blood, where? I don't even...
Hey.
Okay. I think the case this time might be a challenge. Why is that?
So...
The only way into the rec room is the door we just came through. And that door had been jammed shut with the chair from the inside of the rec room. Which means the killer would have had to escape somehow after barring the door. So the door was blocked from the inside, and there was no way in or out till we broke the window. There's like zero chance of escape, right? There's gotta be. There's no reason that he was able to escape. He was locked in the room.
In other words,
this is a classic locked room murder. Locked room murder. I guess you might see this kind of thing a lot in mystery movies or books or whatever. But could it really happen in real life and right before your very eyes, like this? Makoto, we both know. Look, we've been through some shit in this fucking school. We've been through some shit in this school. Come on now. Like anything is possible. A serial killer is literally in the school right now. Anything's possible.
Hey.
Are you curious to hear more about what a locked room murder entails? Sure, if you don't mind.
That's fine.
When you break down this kind of murder mystery, there are 4 basic types. Alright, talk to me, Kyoko, talk to me. The first type is when the locked room is created after the actual crime is committed. This simply means the killer commits his crime, then through some special method seals the room. This mainly involves some sort of trick involving the locking of the room. Basic approaches include using a string or a simple mechanism. There are a number of variations. So for that, all we'd have to do is check the doors to see if that's what it was, right?
Correct.
All right, so we gotta check the door. All right, I can pick up on certain things. I'm not that dumb. Kind of. The second type is when the locked room already exists before the crime is committed. Oh.
In other words,
basically the killer uses a special contraption or a tool from the outside to target the victim inside. You push a switch and it fires a handgun. You shoot an arrow through a gap in the door. Something like that.
However.
But in this case, that doesn't seem to fit. There are no guns or arrows in the school, and the door doesn't have any gap that would allow it. Kyoko, me, but anything is possible in this school. Anyone can have a gun. But against Sakura, you're not gonna touch her, bro. Look at her big body ass. Look at her big body. Big BROLY ass. Yeah, I think we can probably cross that one off the list.
It's true.
Exactly. Who's shooting BROLY? Nobody. The third type is when the killer stays in the room until it's opened up. What do you mean by that?
In other words,
they stay hidden, and when the door is open, they use the confusion to blend in with the group. They pretend they showed up along with everyone else, and that's that. That sounds like it could have been possible, maybe.
It's true.
And the fourth and final type is when it wasn't actually a locked room at all. Not a locked room?
In other words,
by that I mean there actually is an alternate escape route somewhere within the room. You see, there's a lot of novels and things, but in reality, it's generally not possible. Then you think we can cross that one off too?
Indeed.
I believe so, yes. So when it comes to the locker room mysteries, those are the basics. So so there are 4 possibilities. Then Kyoko, which of those 4 choices seems the most likely in this case?
It's true.
That's a good question. Answering that should be our primary focus during this trial. But right now, I can't really say. Let's see. The way the killer set up the locked room, until I figure that out, the truth behind Sakura's death will stay hidden. It's definitely a tough mystery. I need to concentrate and investigate as much as I can. For Sakura, if nothing else. Okay, so let's collect evidence first. What is this rapper doing here? This looks like some kind of rapper.
Huh?
You recognize it, Hina?
Well,
Yeah, I mean, I gave it to her. That's a candy wrapper. Sakura got super upset when she found out a Genocide Jack had attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help her calm down a little. So you gave that candy to Sakura? I found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really like them. Actually, as soon as we could get into the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room. Alright, fast. I made sure nobody else could get their hands on them. You really like them that much?
I mean...
But I wanted Sakura to get a chance to try one for herself. That's why I gave it to her. But now, they lost all their flavor. Hina. Polka dot candy wrapper. Okay, so the candy came from Hina. Oh no, this is not looking good for you, Hina. Let's inspect the body. Inspect the body. Sakura drew her last breath sitting slumped forward in this chair. There's obvious evidence of the blow to the head Sakura suffered. Normally, I wouldn't have any problem believing that that's what killed her. But according to the Monokuma file, she had also vomited blood. And I can see a trace of blood on her lips for sure. So, what would have caused her to vomit blood? The Monokuma file specifically said she hadn't suffered any other injuries. Okay, so Sakura got a blow dealt to her head, but she was dead. I'm guessing she was dead. Okay, so hold on. So I'm guessing, at least from this perspective, Sakura probably, and this is just theory here, Sakura probably got dealt with a blow to the head. Whoever dealt that blow to her had to use something that's strong enough to be able to, I guess, make her vomit up blood. But I don't know how that would happen, because like if she got hit in the head, how does her blood come up, from the stomach, coming up from, from her stomach all the way up to her head, she vomits it. How does that make sense? I mean, I don't know, that just might be one of the mysteries that we go after. Might be one of the mysteries, bro. Maybe her getting hit on the head somehow caused her to start vomiting blood. Not a chance. Byakuya?
That's fine.
However, your eyes have landed on a most interesting location. Interesting?
Naturally.
Yes, most interesting, don't you agree? No, I don't think I'd call it interesting. But it does make me wonder. The reason Sakura vomited blood actually has to be connected to why she died. Gotta be. Hold on. I'm gonna, before I inspect all that over there. Ooh, wait a minute. There are 4 red bottles lined up on the shelf. Wasn't there 5? Wasn't there like 5 or 6? And inside each bottle, there's some kind of Monokuma figure. What I'm wondering is, how did they get those figures inside the bottles?
So...
It's no different from the standard ship in a bottle. Huh? Where the bottle's opening is smaller than the bottle placed inside? Or item, excuse me. You've never seen that? Oh yeah, maybe I have.
In other words...
So, this is the Monokuma version of that. A Monokuma bottle, if you will. Wasn't there more Monokuma bottles, though? if I'm not mistaken. Alright, let's... I think I stumbled upon something. Huh? The locker's open, and they're on the inside. It's a handprint.
Why?
What's a handprint doing there? It looks like someone touched the inside of the locker and then left a handprint on, all the dust.
It's true.
It looks quite fresh too. I'd say someone was hiding her here in the locker room, and they left behind a little something extra. So then, maybe the killer hid in here until the locked room was open, don't you think? And during all the confusion, they popped out and joined the rest of the group.
Wrong.
Unfortunately, that's not a possibility. Why not?
Hey,
Think back. Before we opened the door, we looked inside the room, right? Oh, the locker was already open at that point. Damn.
indeed.
So there's no way someone could have hidden in there until after we opened the door. Yeah, so then what does this handprint mean? Alright, cool, bro. I guess that makes sense. And then there are shards of glass scattered all around the chair Sakura was sitting on. The glass is all red, and these are the top and bottom sections of the bottle. God, we are high. Alright, bro. So this must have originally been a bottle. Huh, okay. Glass shards on the floor has been added to... Okay. Huh? There's something else on the ground near the glass. It's a figure. It fits in the palm of my hand. It's the other piece of the Monokuma bottle. It's a Monokuma figure. Okay. I feel like I'm finally starting to make sense of things little by little. The Monokuma bottle is sitting on the shelf. The Monokuma figure we found on the ground. The red shards of glass, which probably started out as a bottle. Which would mean Sakura must have been hit in the head with a Monokuma bottle, right? The shards of glass and Monokuma figure are evidence of that. So I think it's safe to say that the Monokuma bottle was the weapon. Yes. Okay, so the Monokuma bottle definitely was a weapon. Is there any other stuff that we need to check out? Any other things? Anything on this map? Same shelf of magazines. There's all different kinds of magazines here. Okay, so nothing else? Oh. Ooh, wait. Ooh. Hold on. You know, I almost missed something there. It's very undetective-like. There's a blood stain in front of the magazine shelf. It must have come from Sakura, right? But that doesn't make sense. Why is it so far away from where she died? That's a good point. And that's probably... Theory, that's probably where she vomited. But that doesn't make sense then. Okay, we're just gonna pass along. We're just gonna pass along and start talking to people. Somebody's gotta have something. We already know who did it.
I won't forgive you.
Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It had to be one of them. They couldn't stand the sight of her. You agree with me, don't you, Makoto? Well, I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out more. Then let me help you find out more. You see, Sakura asked all three of them to meet with her. You know where? Right here in the rec room. What? Ooh, it might not have been Hina, bro. It might not have been Hina, bro. After I went to the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Well, eventually she went off on her own. But when I saw her again after that, she said she left a note for each of them. She asked them to meet her in the rec room by noon. By noon, the Monokuma file said she died right around then. I'm telling you the truth. I heard it right from Sakura herself. And I tried to stop her, but she wouldn't listen. She said not to worry, that she just wanted to talk to them. And this is what happened. If I had stopped her... Oh God, yeah. Don't start crying now, bro. Damn, she really about to try and make guilt. She might try about to try and make Makoto like guilt tripped and feel like it's hit, like she's not. I don't know. You still you still one of the prime suspects, but given this new information, if this is true, then he's looking bad for Kuya, Toko, and Hiro. It's looking very bad for them. Anyways, if I'd stopped her by force, even. This never would have happened. Hina. It's impossible not to have regrets. I know. Alright, so we're going to take Hina's account. But the fact that she had asked those three to meet with her, and she asked them to come to the rec room at noon, the same time and place she ended up dying, it might be good to confirm what I just heard with the three of them directly. Alright, so... What the heck? We're gonna have to confirm this with Kuya, Toko, and Hiro. You have to remember.
However,
but for Sakura to have been killed, yeah, she's not the type who would go down without a fight.
it's true.
And she certainly didn't. I would say she was the ultimate martial artist, strong in body, mind, and spirit. So how is the killer able to get the upper hand on her? I wonder, did someone get the upper hand on her? They must have taken her by surprise, right?
Certainly.
They would have needed to if they expected to stand any chance against her. That is true. Which would explain why the glass shards over here. That would explain why the glass shards are behind her. So she probably... What if... Hold on. Okay, hear me out. What if, right? What if the person that maybe the person that killed her wasn't the person that was in the locker, right? What if it wasn't just the Monokuma bottle that she got hit with? What if there's actually something else that was used to hit her and make her vomit? What if the killer used the bottle to knock her out, right? I don't know how they managed to, but they did somehow. They knocked her out, and then I guess they may have like repeatedly... No. That can't be right though, because the Monokuma file said that the only injury was that she got hit in the head, and it was with the bottle. So what killed her then? What actually killed her? We gotta figure this out, bro. Anywho, we're gonna keep showing. Yaki, I need to talk to you real quick, fam.
What?
What do you want? You're bothering me. There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Make it quick. Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her in the rec room? So you found out. Interesting. Then it's true? I did receive a note to that effect, yes. But what fool would do what he said and risk being killed by that monster? So you didn't go see it? Of course not. I ripped the note to shreds and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all. Byakuya says he didn't go see her. Is that the truth? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact.
Come on.
If you're all finished, please remove yourself from my sight. Oh, okay, thanks. Makoto, smack him, bro. Smack him. Like, why are you sitting there just taking this, bro? Like, there's no reason for you to take this kind of... What's this? This is new. This is very new. Chem A2. Proteinzyme X. Huh. Okay. There's some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance to the room. On the black shards too. It looks like a protein drink, and it's empty. Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loved her protein. She mentioned more than once how protein was good for all sorts of ailments.
Wrong.
I wouldn't take that to heart if I were you. I know. But still, this protein can, it's got a label on it that says Chem A-2. That reminds me, Sakura mentioned how the Chem Lab had all kinds of health stuff. So she must have gotten this from the Chem Lab.
Just a second.
But that's strange. What is?
Hey,
You see what's scattered around the can? Shards of light blue glass. It must be parts of the window I broke to get inside.
correct.
But they aren't scattered around the can. They're also underneath it. Ooh, I didn't beat that. Why does that matter?
So,
I can't say for sure yet, but you're probably going to want to take note of it. I feel like it'll become an important clue later on. An important clue? I'm not sure I see how. Empty protein drink. Okay. So, with that being said, is that it? Is that everything? Chair was shoved. In other words, there's no reason to think the chair had anything special done to it. Okay, blah blah. Oh, we gotta check the door too. That's right. This door is the only way in or out of the rec room. The door doesn't have a lock, and there's no evidence that the mountings have been tampered with. The only notable change to the door is the smashed window, which happened, of course, when I broke it to get inside. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the door. In other words, I don't see anything suspicious about the door itself. Having examined both the door and the chair, there's no doubt the reason the door didn't open was simply because the chair was shoved up against it. This kept the doorknob from turning and the door from opening. There was no evidence of the door itself or chair being tampered with or anything like that. So the killer must have created the locked door from the inside, not from the outside. Okay, so we gotta make sure we keep that in mind. So there's no way that the killer was able to kill Sakura, go outside and lock the door. They had to have locked it from the inside, which means that they probably were still in here. But it doesn't make sense because the locker was open still, and when we peered in, nobody was there.
listen.
Interesting. Well, Makoto, have you finished with your general investigation? Yeah, I think so, for the most part.
So then,
You should probably go talk with people now. I'm on guard duty, so I can't leave.
listen to me.
Which is why I've decided you'll go in my place. She's decided? She's gotten a lot more pushy since we had our issue. But she's right. I do have to go talk to the others. Sakura wanted to meet with 2 other people. I need to hear what they have to say. Alright, so time to go find Toko and Hiro. That's what we gotta find. Yeah, I'm trying to leave. Can I leave? Oh, that's right, I have to do X. Whoopsies. Those other 2 people went back to their rooms. Alright, so we just go to Hiro and Toko's rooms. It's fine. Kyoko, RFP Taka, RFP Mondo, myself, Sayaka. That was with the baby girl, but I don't, Junko, nobody cares about you. Preppy. Oh, please don't go. I pressed the doorbell. And after a few seconds, stop looking like that!
Who's there?
Like big scary ass. Like get out of here, bro. the most negative aura I've ever felt. An aura of total decay.
Well, what do you want?
Well, Toko, you must know, I have some questions for you.
So you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
Yeah, she better not be around.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach.
Yeah, we can tell, bro.
I was in such a good mood, too.
She didn't look like she was in a good mood.
Hey, I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time?
Excuse me. Obviously annoyed, Toko slithered out into the hallway. Thank you, Toko. Jesus.
What do you want?
You said you wanted to talk to me about something? Yeah, let's talk. I want to talk about the fact that Sakura had asked to meet with you.
Wow.
I caught her. I don't know what you're talking about. Byakuya already told me she had asked to meet with him. What? She wanted to meet with Master too? I just said too, didn't I? I guess now it's totally obvious. Huh. Yeah, pretty much. So, can you just go ahead and spill the beans? Come on. Just talk. I admit it. I did get the note. But I didn't go see her. I was scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go. Total plans to go see her, but can I really believe her? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact. Is that good enough? Then I'm going back to my room. With that, Toko quickly retreated into her room. Toko's account. Okay. Wow, bro. It's not looking good for Hero right now. One question. Why? Bro, Sakura looks like Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Aaron, okay, so we need to find where's Hero's room. Does he fool me? Oh, he's right here. I pressed the doorbell. Come on, Hero. Get out of here.
You know?
What's up, Makoto? Did you need something? Yeah, actually, I just wanted to check something. It's about how Sakura wanted to meet with you.
What?
How did you know about that?
Could it be?
Did you maybe gaze into my soul? Have your special abilities awakening you? But I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with. Ogre told me herself that she asked Byakuya and Toko to come too. What? When did Sakura tell you that? Well, well, she asked me to meet with her, of course. But didn't she write you a note? Yeah, a note.
How about that?
She gave it to me in person. And she happened to mention the others like in passing. I gotta be honest, this is super suspicious. Very suspicious, bro. Very suspicious. So then you went and met with Sakura?
You got it all wrong.
No way. I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that? Yeah, definitely suspicious.
Actually,
The last time I saw Ogre was when Hina got hurt, and I took her to the nurse's office.
just don't look at me.
I haven't seen her since then. While I'm here, could you show me the note she gave you? Do I still have it? Let's see. Hiro was feeling around his pockets.
Hey, come on.
Sorry, looks like I don't have it anymore. With a big, goofy smile on his face, he pulled his hands back out of his pocket. But when he did, I saw something flutter to the ground. Something had fallen out of Hiro's pocket. Hiro, please don't tell me it was you, bro. Don't tell me it was you, bro.
What?
Quick as the wind, Hiro snatched it back up again, and shoved it back into his pocket.
Hey, come on.
Sorry, just a bit of trash I forgot to throw out. Trash?
What?
Anyway, I can't deny that Ogre asked to meet with me, but I never went. So, well, if you'll excuse me, before waiting for a reply, Hiro quickly slipped back into his room. Hiro said that that it was trash. It was just trash, but there's no way that's all there was to it. I feel like Hiro shared that candy with Hina. Theory time! Alright, so listen. I have a possible theory here, right? Hear me out. What if this whole time Hina and Yasuhiro was working together to kill Sakura? Because they're the two most unexpected people to do that. And they work together to do so. That would explain why Hina already knew before any of this that Sakura was gonna ask those three people to meet with her. And when we just confronted Hiro about meeting with her, he's acting like all weird and suspicious. And on top of that, we just found the pocket trash that looks like the candy wrapper that we saw in Sakura's thing. Like, come on now, bro. You can't tell me you can't write this better. Oh, you're using that noggin, bro. Okay, so I've heard from Toko and Hiro. What's next? I'll definitely have to look at the actual crime scene again. But on top of that, maybe I should find out more about the protein can we found on the floor of the rec room. I'm sure it must have come from the chem lab. So where should I start? Well, since I think the chem lab is on what? The other floors? One of the other floors? Can't go that way. So we'll just head to the rec room again. Yeah, we'll just head to the rec room again. Where's the rec? There we go. Yeah, we'll just head to the rec room again. Head to the rec room, see, look at the crime scene one more time.
Hey.
So Makoto, how's your investigation going? I told Kyoko what Toko and Hiro had told me.
I see.
So along with Byakuya, they're both claiming they didn't go see her. That's obviously a lie. But it's all too convenient. Someone must be lying. Someone's lying?
Anyway.
Well, I've made some progress of my own. Sakura's body, the shelf of magazines, and the Monokuma bottles. These three things have revealed new clues. You do well to look them over one more time. Okay, so she said the Monokuma bottles, and I think Sakura's body herself. Okay, let's check it out. According to Kyoko, there's still something to be discovered from Sakura's body.
Just a second.
Just staring off into space isn't going to help. Help you figure anything out? Well, yeah, I know, but...
Hey.
Don't you think you might need to actually examine the body?
Whew.
There's no getting around it. Unlike me, Kyoko didn't recoil at the thought of touching her dead body. She was completely unemotional. It's the kind of thing I've grown perversely used to. Although there are still some times... Oh, I can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I can't get used to it.
It's true.
This is like, what? Wait, we had Sayaka, and then Leon, Mondo and Chihiro, Celeste, Hifumi, and Taka, and then now Sakura. Huh. There are a lot of people who died, bro. There's a lot of people dead. Then how can you...
So...
I imagine it's because I've had plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past. What? Sorry, never mind.
Hey.
More importantly, look here. What is that? What is that, gold dust? Her shoes?
Correct.
You see that yellow powder on her and stuff? Yeah, it really stands out.
I see.
That powder is clue number 1. Okay, so the yellow powder.
Hey,
Next is the wound to her head. Look carefully.
it's true.
Actually, even telling you that, it's incredibly difficult to spot, so let me just explain.
It would seem...
It would appear that she didn't suffer a single blow, but instead received 2 blows to the head. 2 blows?
Indeed.
Interesting, wouldn't you say? There's one more interesting thing.
Correct.
Both of her hands were spotless. There's absolutely no trace of blood on either one.
It's true.
So that's what I learned from examining her body in detail. Meaning that she didn't fight back. She didn't fight back. So somebody did catch her off guard. Okay. So somebody caught her slipping and dealt not 1 but 2 blows to the head. So which means that there's two weapons now. And we already know one of them is the bottle. Okay. I can't believe she was able to learn all of that just by looking at her body. I don't think anyone but Kyoko could have pulled that off. Okay. So now we gotta look at the magazines, right? Kyoko said the magazine shelf was hiding a clue of some kind. Clue. Huh? This magazine is upside down. Did someone put it back that way on accident?
Hey,
If something catches your eye, it's important for you to explore that in detail, don't you think? Yeah, you're right. I picked up the inverted magazine and flipped through it. This is on one of the pages near the center of the magazine. A word had been written in bold, bloody letters. Toko. And it said Toko. Could this be a dying message?
correct.
Another dying message? Then it would appear you found it. Kyoko, is this?
So,
It is indeed a dying message. Someone used their finger to write it. A dying message.
however,
But just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it a little while ago. I made sure to put it back exactly as I found it, for the benefit of others who might come looking. Hey, is that says Toko, right? Yeah, it looks like it.
What the heck?
Then she's the killer, right? Well, it hasn't been confirmed yet.
I will forgive
It's settled. She's the killer for sure. That's conclusive evidence, right? We can use it to corner the killer. I can see why you would think that, but hold on, bro. It just seems too easy. If anything, it makes me that much more suspicious. It does. But at the same time, you gotta think about it like, you know, like this. If, first off, I don't know how Sakura writes, at least English. So, for all we know, whoever the killer was, could have dealt that killing blow, and as she was vomiting blood, picked it up, and wrote that message on it. That's all we could know. So yeah. And then the Monokuma bottles, that's right. I think Kyoko said she found a new clue involving the Monokuma bottles. Is it that there was something new?
hey,
So, did you figure it out? There's a hidden correlation between all the bottles. Pay careful attention and you're sure to find it. Correlation? But where? Hey Kyoko, can't you just tell me what it is?
so,
I don't mind guiding you toward clues, but giving you my conclusion isn't a good idea. Each person needs to come to their own conclusions so that everyone can have confidence in the outcome. And it's not just because you don't trust me, right? No answer? bad. I thought I heard something. I do trust you, to a degree. Otherwise, I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with. Only to a degree.
Hey.
Actually, there's one other thing about the Monokuma bottles that's bothering me. I'd like to do an experiment to confirm it. You don't mind helping me, right? An experiment?
Anyway.
Can you gather up all the pieces of broken Monokuma bottle and try to get the smaller pieces too? Huh? Are you sure it's okay to mess with the crime scene like that?
That doesn't matter.
I've already done a thorough investigation, so it's fine. And that obnoxious Yaki is not here, so...
So then...
Anyway, I need to get something from the chem lab. While I'm gone, try to gather up all the glass. With that, Kyoko left the room. I really don't know what this is about, but... what choice do I have? I'd better just do it. I took the broom and dustpan and got to work collecting all the broken bottle pieces. And just as I finished up, sorry to keep you waiting.
So then...
Is everything ready? Ready? Then let's get to work. So, what kind of experiment are we doing?
In other words...
I got a scale from the chem lab. We are going to use it to compare weights. Compare weights for what, though? Yeah, like compare the weights of what? The pieces of glass you collected in one of the Monokuma bottles that's still intact. Why do you want to do that? That's the point of the experiment. It'll make sense when we're done.
Listen.
First, let's compare the weight of the two of the normal Monokuma bottles. It's balanced.
In other words...
Which means each Monokuma bottle weighs about the same. Which makes sense. Because they're both the same. It's the same bottle, same Monokuma thing. It's just the only difference is the chest pieces. The Monokuma figures inside are basically the same. And nothing else could really affect the weight.
So then...
Now, here comes the more important part. Put all the pieces you picked up on one side of the scale. Now, what might we expect to see? Well, a normal something will be either they'll balance out, or the pieces I collected will be lighter. I did my best to get them all, but there's a small chance that I could have missed some here and there.
So then...
Okay, then let's give it a try. Huh? The broken pieces are heavier. How is that possible?
I knew it.
Just as I thought. What?
In other words...
The results of our experiment and the correlation between each of the bottles. Put it all together.
Hey.
And I believe you will arrive at one very persuasive conclusion. So, what do you think it's all on you? What do you think? It's all on you. The Monokuma bottle experiment. Okay, so hold on for a second. Hold on for a quick second. So, the Monokuma bottle, at least the experiment that we just did with Kyoko, the pieces that we collected were heavier. What does that mean? It means something, obviously, because Kyoko is just like, well, if you put 2 and 2 together, and you put 1 plus 2, and then you subtract the 1, it gives you 1, and then you multiply that by 1, and it gives you 1, and then like, I don't know, math, but so the broken pieces were heavier than the still intact bottle, and can't forget that one thing for sure is that Forget it, bro. Forget it, bro. There, I finished examining all the things Kyoko mentioned. And I did find some new clues. When it comes to the locker room puzzle, I'm still totally clueless.
Hey,
Oh, I just remembered. There was something I wanted to tell you. I saw Byakuya in the chem lab when I went to go get the scale.
whew.
I didn't want to deal with him, so I took great pains to sneak in and out without him noticing. And
So,
if you haven't checked out the chem lab, you should probably do that since I couldn't do it myself. You know, the protein can we found at the murder scene must have come from the chem lab. I think you're right. I should probably take a look around that area.
indeed.
Alright, so we're gonna go to the chem lab now. Ugh, this sucks. Where's the chem? Chems? There we go. Go here. Alright, to the chem lab. And in we go.
What?
Makoto, do you have your eye on the chem lab too? Just make sure you don't get in my way. Yeah, I got it. I think that you meant to say was, yes sir, I understand. Get out my face. Get out my face, bro. Like, I'm not sitting here talking to nobody that talks to me in that kind of way. Bro, you gotta mess up. Like, bro, it's a matter of respect. It's a matter of respect. Like, oh, yes sir. Pardon me, sir. No, I'm not gonna say butler. So, did you find out anything? Somehow, I can sense him saying, leave me alone without him even having to say it. Alright, fuck you too, Goya. Fuck you too. Okay. We got search the cabinet? This isn't my first time seeing the show, but I just can't get over how big it is. I should probably take a closer look at it. It looks like the 3 shows have been connected together to make one giant show. But more important right now, what's that powder that's been spilled in front of the show? I have to be careful not to step in it. Alright, so let's check everything out over here. So we get this shattered bottle. There's a broken bottle in front of the shelf. Is this where all the powder came from? It looks like the bottle had a label on it, Chem C4. Boom! Would you like to hear something interesting? I was on the 4th floor this morning, checking things out, and at that point, this room wasn't like this. Then powder must have been spilled.
So in other words,
That's right. It could only have been around the time of the incident. If that really is when it happened, it must be related to the case somehow. So we gotta keep this in mind. C4. So we gotta keep this in mind. Chem A2 is the protein. Chem C4 is this, whatever this powder is. I don't know what this powder is, but it's something. And then the powder. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor. I better not leave a footprint. Okay. And then we have a set of footprints actually right here. These are footprints. And they're only in front of the left shelf. How do these footprints relate to the scene as a whole? We may need to sketch out the footprint. By we, do you mean me? How kind of you to offer. With an insufferable smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and a pen.
what?
Well, let's go. Chop chop. Okay. Makoto, stand up for yourself, bro. Like, you don't gotta take this from him. He has nothing in here. He's just like you, a regular student. This man is not better than you. So I got to work, and before long, I drawn up a sketch of the room. Alright, let's see. So how's this? So right here we have, hold on, I'm just gonna possible thumbnail, bro. So we have on the screen right here, we have A, B, C, those are two cabinets. In the bottom, the powder, and the footprints. The door, the exit to the door, and then the desk itself. So how's this? Not bad. For you, I mean. For me?
I see.
Like person that Byakuya is, I would have probably just smacked bro at least like one good time. You're not gonna keep talking to me like this. So when you look at it like this, interesting. It would appear that whoever left these footprints only had business at the leftmost shelf. They came in, went straight to the shelf, did whatever they had to do, and then left. That's what the footprints tell me.
I see.
These footprints must be...
It's certainly possible.
Kodo, are they yours? No!
What?
Okay, then let me see your shoes, and I'll confirm their size for myself. I couldn't think of a reason not to so I quietly did what Byakuya said. I mean, you have nothing to hide. We didn't do it. You didn't do it, Makoto. I see. Your feet do appear to be too big. That's weird. Okay. I thought he was gonna say too small. Unfortunately, I must admit these are not your footprints. Unfortunately. But with how clear these prints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to. And these prints are a really valuable clue. I should probably take a good hard look at the powder. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered here on the floor in front. There's also the remains of a broken bottle. It looks like the bottle was labeled Chem C4. Also, it looks like someone left some footprints in the powder. Based on the positioning of the prints, whoever it was only went to the left side of the shelf, as Byakuya just stated. According to Byakuya, the powder would have had to been spilled right around the time of the incident. That's all I can tell you for now. Okay, so footprints in the powder, Can we check out the shells itself, though? Let me see, I'm gonna check out the powder first again. There's a bunch of little powder. Okay. So let's check out the individual cells itself. Let's see, what's on this shelf? Here we go. So look, you got Chem A1, A2, A3, and these are like, there are all kinds of dietary supplements and different medicines. The protein drink we found in the rec room probably came from this ship. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter A and a number. Wait, what? Hold on, man. I gotta see what time I got. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit section A. Interesting. So with that being said, then, nah. But wait, this is section A. But looking at this picture, there's a C9 in there. But wait. See, I just pointed that out. There's one bottle here that's labeled Chem C9. Could someone have put it here on accident? Probably might have just misplaced it or something, bro. So on this shelf it looks like a bunch of chemicals that I have no idea what they are. They are reagents. Put simply, they're used in experiments to bring about a chemical reaction. How have you lived lived in such ignorance for so long. It must truly be bliss. Isn't that kind of harsh?
What?
What? You think studying science and mathematics has no practical application in the real world?
That's fine.
The words of a lifelong loser, which I suppose suits you well. Okay, Trump Jr. I didn't even say that. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Right now I need to focus on the shelf. All the containers on this shelf are labeled with the letter B and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelf unit section B. I don't see anything out of the ordinary here. In which case, I don't think I have to worry too much about this shelf. Now this one I think is going to be the most. On this shelf is one look, and I can tell it's nothing but dangerous chemicals. These look like poisons and other powerful chemicals. All the containers on this shelf are labeled with the letter C and the number. So I guess I consider this part of the shelving unit section C. Section 80. I should try to find out more about the shelving unit. It looks like it's split into 3 sections, as we just identified, Makoto. Section A has dietary supplements, Section B has the reagents, and Section C has lethal chemicals. Sakura must have gotten the protein powder from Section A. But what concerns me is that in Section A, there was a bottle with a label from Section C. What was a bottle of poison from Section C doing in Section A? There's definitely something going on there. Okay. Alright, guess that's it. I guess that's time. Okay. That sucks. I really thought we were gonna have more time.
Whoops! You caught me sleeping. Your investigation was just so boring I couldn't stay awake.
Shut up, Monokuma.
Should I do it? Is it okay? Can I?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, then let's begin the class trial. You know where to meet, right?
Yeah.
Please go through the red door on the first floor of... See you soon.
Fuck you, Monokuma. You just out here just aggravating people, and it's okay. You can do that. Is it time already? We're right in the middle of figuring out this locked room mystery. I have to try to tie up all the loose ends and at the class trial. No, I actually will figure everything out. Alright, let's just hurry up and go, bro. Golly. Monokuma made his announcement, and everyone began to meet up one after another. And then... the ultimate martial arts! A locked room murder mystery! What the... Oh, I recently discovered the power of emoticons! Like, no matter how awful something is, if you toss in a smiley face, it turns positive.
Yes,
No,
indeed.
it doesn't. For example, you're at a picnic and you find a dead body. This is just plain creepy.
Well,
And how about the reverse? No matter how great something is, if you put in a sad face, it makes it look super negative.
yes, indeed.
For example, do you have 100 friends? What? He's right. That does make it seem sad.
I can't wait.
Now then, please get on the elevator. I forget, this is how people used to type emojis. I'll see you all down there. What the hell was that? I don't get it.
Just the worst.
I don't get you guys. How can you act so casual after murdering someone?
Don't look at me!
I don't think I'm actually casual.
Don't be mean!
I mean, I didn't murder anyone.
What the heck?
Yeah, I'm completely innocent. How dare you call me a murderer?
What the heck?
Whatever. Either way, the truth will be revealed soon enough. Because there can be no doubt one of us is the culprit. The killer, the one that murdered Sakura, she was stronger than anyone I know. This is definitely the thumbnail, bro. This is for this episode, bro. This is definitely the thumbnail. R.I.P. Sakura, man. R.I.P. to my dog, BROLY. Girl, BROLY. And yet, someone killed her. And that person is here. That person is one of us. Should we talk to everybody? I see. You know what? We're gonna talk. Let's just talk to everyone. See how everyone's feeling. Standing around here isn't going to do any good. Let's get going.
What the heck?
How can you just stand there and you say you didn't do it without even breaking a sweat? Oh, tensions are high.
What the heck?
Because I did do it. How many times do I have to tell you? The culprit is one of us. Make no mistake about that. What you gotta say, Mr. Bond?
Don't look at me!
I said it before and I'll say it again. It wasn't me. Come on, it's time to put an end to this. I'm on my way toward the elevator. But each step I took, I felt like I was moving further and further away from my goal. I could feel a chilling fear running through me, trying to make me rot from the inside out. We climbed to the steel prison in total silence. We watched the doors close and felt it begins its sinister descent. Hold on, let me see something. The elevator lowered, and uttering its all too familiar clunking sounds. It fell lower and lower, and as suddenly as always, came to a stop. The ride was over. The doors opened once again. Just the six of you, huh? Really? That's so cute. You must be so lonely. You say it like it's not your fault for all that's left. I wonder, will the class trial end with one less classmate again, or will your school ever come to an end completely?
Now then.
Are we ready to begin? You know the drill. Find your assigned seats. Man, cheese and hard in the mouth. And so, the curtain opened for the fourth time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fear, a deadly class trial. Alright, we're going to save here, and we are going to... We're going to save here, we're going to stop here. Alright, so we're going to stop here. We're going to stop here. With that being said, we now know that we know one of two things. Between Byakuya, Toko, and Hiro, somebody's lying. My guess is that it probably is Hiro because we saw that candy wrapper from him. And not only that, there's more evidence compiling that there was two weapons that was used to hit Sakura. One of them we already know is definitely a bottle, but it is possible, at least from me, like, you know, toying around and looking around and all that kind of stuff, that it is possible that the whole thing, that the whole other weapon could have actually been another bottle. And I think it was, because from the experiment, at least from the experiment, since the pieces were heavier than the actual bottle itself, and it's one of the bottles, it would make sense. So, I don't know. my prime suspect right now is Hiro, Hina. Hiro and Hina, really. And that's really all I got. So thank y'all for sticking around for the video. I'll definitely have more videos out before then or after this. I'm trying to, you know, get more consistent going and doing all this kind of stuff. So thank y'all for tuning in. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.